That is why women are very, very important in Ifa. They're extremely very important. And without a woman, Ifa is almost impossible. It's almost impossible. Because if Odu is not there, how do you Tefa? You can't initiate an Ifa without Odu. So now when Orunmila was marrying Odu, she gave that condition that she was not going to live with the other women married to Orunmila. You know, Ifa runs a polygamous system. Even if your country's law is monogamous, if once you are an Isese believer, you are a polygamist. That is our law. So our religion accepts polygamy. So now, when Orunmila now married Odu, Odu gave the condition that she does not want to live with other women. She had to be put in a very isolated place where nobody could go to disturb her, and she was performing all her miracles. So miracles, miracles, miracles. So whenever Orunmila needed a miracle to be performed, he would just consult, particularly on that line, Odu will do it for her. So even thereafter, if any animal was sacrificed to feed Odu, no woman takes out of it. It's not permissible. If Odu slept on a bed, on a mat, no other woman can sleep on it. No other woman is allowed to see Odu, because the reason was that Odu was what do you call it? Was it handicapped? She still was
jealous?
Not just jealous. She was handicapped. When somebody that has limbs or something like that, these people that cannot walk, that are on wheelchair, what do you call it? Huh? Lame, somebody that maybe her fingers were had some deformity. So now, because she had this deformity, if any woman goes to see her, they will start making fun of her, just abuse her. So to avoid that, she goes to back and nobody sees her. So everybody now respected that woman there behind. So nobody knows her shape, nobody knows her whatever. So, and she kept performing very well, and that was it. So because of this, she now made some covenants that whenever any woman sees her, if that woman was menstruating, the menstruation will not go right again. If she had not had a child, she would never had a child again. If she has had a child, most likely all the children will die. Now, if in all this very strong thing were what Odu gave conditions before Orunmila could take her in.
We can start, so we can.
So okay, so it's very disastrous consequences for a woman to see Odu. So he was just telling me that what they claimed they did was to do Itefa without seeing Odu. Then they should just say that they are not doing Itefa.
So as I understand, if the person who wants to get Tefa, the very important element in Tefa initiation is the Odu pot. If there is no Odu pot, it's not a Tefa initiation.
It is. It's a loose form of Itefa. Because they are not because when you do Itefa, you conclude it by seeing the Odu. So if you do Itefa without seeing the Odu, here they call it elegon. They call it elegon. So when you do Itefa elegon, and then you don't claim you have done Itefa, because when it comes, there is a verse in the Holy Sacred Verses that we now virtually appeal to ourselves. Telegon Tolodu Tajoma Shawu, that those that ask ego, those that are odu, let us be open, let us be accommodating, let us do our together. So it means that there's a big separation from being an elegon and being an olodu. So if you are an elegon, it means you are incomplete. So if somebody now claims that he or she has done Itefa as elegon, it means that you have not really done Itefa because you have not concluded it. So inconclusive Itefa is different from Itefa. So if you came to Odiremo, you have not visited Oba Isese Agbaye, Oba, and you said you have come, you have seen it, then you are telling a lie. You got it? So Itefa is different from Itefa. When you do a Lego, you can call that whatever non-name, it's Lego. You do a Lego for that person, it's not the same thing as Itefa. Because to conclude Itefa, you will see Odu. And no woman sees Odu. So there's no woman that can do Itefa. So it's like at the process of where you put the ego, there's no two ways about it. Everything else, because what we did here is to standardize everything. We list all the processes and make like you are going acting a stage play right from the third day before. What you do, this is the stage you are. The next day to the day you are going to be the far, this is what you do. The day you are going to enter, this is what you do. When you are about to enter, when you die far or no, this is what you do. Then before you enter, what do you do at the gate? What do you do at the gate? Then when you enter the gate, what do you do inside? What do you do inside? What do you do before coming out in preparation for when you go back inside? So when you went back inside, what have you gone to do? Because this thing is synonymous to taking you back. You see, what people should realize that this is taking you back to the cosmic world. You go back to the cosmic world from the material world. It is when you have gone back to the cosmic world, you go and discover who you are. When you now discover who you are, that is when you now bring your you bring your faith, you bring your who you are, and we see it at the Iking. That now tells you exactly what you are in the cosmic world and what you're supposed to perform in this material world. So now, if somebody now says you are going to do that,